Hello, good morning, friends. My name is Malkiat, and today we are going to talk about the overview of our Amazon Web Services, AWS, and we're gonna complete the introduction task for AWS, then regarding the cloud computing and the modules, the concept, the global infrastructure and security compliance, and then we will talk about the services. So let's start with the introduction. Uh, in 2006, the Amazon Web Services began offering IT infrastructure services to business as a web service. So now commonly known as cloud computing. One of the key benefit of cloud computing is the opportunity to replace upfront capital infrastructure expenses with low variable costs that scale with your business. With the cloud, business no longer need to plan for the procure servers and other IT infrastructures weeks or months in advance. Instead, they can instantly spin up hundreds of thousands of servers in minutes and deliver results faster. Today, the AWS provides a highly reliable, scalable, low-cost infrastructure. And this platform, the cloud that powers hundred of the thousand of business in 190 countries around the world. So we'll talk about the cloud computing. So what is a cloud computing? So, well, the cloud computing is on demand delivery of the computer power, database storage applications, and other IT resources through a cloud services platform via the internet with the pay-as-you-go pricing. So, whether you are running applications that share photos to millions of mobile users or you are supporting the critical operations of your business, cloud service platform provides a rapid access to a flexible and the low-cost IT resource. With the cloud computing, you don't need to make large upfront investments in hardware and spend a lot of time on the heavy lifting of managing that hardware. Instead, you can provision exactly the right type and size of computing resource you need to power your newest, the bright idea or operate your IT department. You can access as many resources as you need almost instantly and only pay for what you use. So, cloud computing provides a simple way to access the servers, storage, databases, and a broad set of application services over the internet, like we are going to talk about in few minutes. And a cloud service platform such as Amazon Web Services owns and maintains the network connected hardware required for these application services, while you provision and use what you need via a web application. So let's talk about the advantage of cloud computing, and these are the six. So there's the first one is a trade capital expense for variable expense. Means instead of having to invest heavily in data centers and servers before you know how you are going to use them, you can pay only when you consume computing resources and pay only for how much you consume. The next one is a benefit from massive economies of scale. By using cloud computing, you can achieve a lower variable cost than you can get on your own because usage from hundred of thousand of customers is aggregated in the cloud. Providers such as AWS can achieve higher economies of scale, which translates into lower pay-as-you-go price. Then the stop guessing capacity. Eliminate Guessing on your infrastructure capacity needs when you make a capacity decision prior to deploying an application, you often end up either sitting in expensive idle resources or dealing with a limited capacity. So with the cloud computing, these problems go away. You can access as much as a little capacity as you need and scale up and down as required with only a few minutes notice. Increase speed and agility. In a cloud computing environment, new IT resources are only a click away, which means that you reduce the time to make those resources available to your developers from weeks to just a minute. This results in dramatic increase in agility for the organization, since the cost and the time it takes to experiment and develop is significantly lower. So stop spending money running and maintaining data centers. So focus on projects that differentiate your business, not the infrastructure. So cloud computing lets you focus on your own customers rather than on the heavy lifting of racking, stacking, and powering up the servers. So go global in a minute. Easily deploy your application in multiple regions around the world with just a few clicks. This means you can provide a lower latency and a better experience for your customers at a minimal cost. So we are going to talk about the types of cloud computing. So the cloud computing provides developers and IT department with the ability to focus on what matters most and avoid undifferentiated work such as procurement, maintenance, and the capacity map planning. As cloud computing has grown in popularity, several different models and deployment strategies have emerged to help meet specific needs of a different user. Each type of cloud service and deployment method provides you with a different level of control, flexibility, and the management. Understanding the differences between infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service, as well as what deployment strategies you can use, can help you decide what set of services is right for your needs. So let's talk about the cloud computing models. So the cloud computing models comes with the three services. The first one is infrastructure as a services. We say IaaS, then the platform as a service, we call it PaaS, then the software as a service, we call it SaaS. And infrastructure as a services contain the basic building blocks for cloud IT and typically provide access to the networking features, computers, virtual or on dedicated hardware, and data storage space. The IaaS provide you with the highest level of flexibility and the management control over your IT resource and is more similar to existing IT resource that may IT department and developers are familiar with today. The platform as a service removes the need of your organization to manage the underlying infrastructure, usually hardware and operating systems, and allow you to focus on the deployment and management of your application. This helps you be more efficient as you don't need to worry about a resource, procurement, capacity planning, software maintenance, patching, or any of the other undifferentiated heavy lifting involved in running your application. Then there is a software as a services. Software as a services provide you with the completed product that is run and managed by the service provider. In most cases, people referring to software as a service are referring to end user applications. With a SaaS offering, you do not have to think about how the service is maintained or how the underlying infrastructure is managed. You only need to think about how you will use that particular piece of software. You can give the example of is the SaaS application is a web-based email which you can use to send and receive email without having to manage a feature addition to the email product or maintain the servers and operating systems that the email program is running on.